It is the 23rd of September. Welcome to Look Up Weekend. My name is Brian Amwai. These are the top stories tonight. On Look Up Weekend tonight.
Shida ya mafuta si ya Kenya, ni ya dunia nzima, na iko shida Uganda, iko Tanzania, iko Ethiopia, iko Rwanda, iko Eritrea.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua insists that the cost of fuel is beyond the government's control as he urges Kenyans to be patient. Also tonight, EACC obtains orders from High Court to freeze ex-Kiambu Governor Waititu's accounts in 588 million shilling tender scam. And
all the debts imeapia katika Samburu County. In fact, ni kilomita less than 40 kutoka hapa mahali tuko sasa hivi. Watu walikuwa wachana. Juzi wengine wawili wako pamoja ya wajasiku hata leo.
Leaders in Samburu call on stringent measures to curb insecurity after 5 people were killed in the last 1 week. Now, sign language interpreter tonight is Philista Adundo. Engage us on our socials at Amwai Brian on Twitter at Lookuptv. We are also live on Facebook where you can send your feedback and we'll be able to sample some of it in the course of this bulletin rather. Now let's get started. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua now says the cost of fuel is a global issue, calling on Kenyans not to be hard on the government. Gachagua has said the government is right on track to improve the economy, calling on Kenyans to support the Kenya Kwanza government. Gachagua was speaking when he attended the funeral service of Teresia Wangeshi, mother to Lieutenant Jonah Mwangi. Speaking while attending the funeral service of Teresia Wangeshi Mwangi, mother to Lieutenant Jonah Mwangi in Nyandarua County, DP Rigathi Gachagua said the fuel crisis is a global issue, hence Kenyans should not be hard on the Kenya Kwanza government.
Sasa iko kelele ya mafuta. Na unajua saa ingine watu hukosa njia kwa kutokojua. Hii shida ya mafuta si ya Kenya, ni ya dunia nzima. Na iko shida Uganda, iko Tanzania, iko Ethiopia, iko Rwanda, iko Eritrea. Pahali hakuna shida ni Nigeria kwa sababu wako na visima. Iko shida Europe, iko shida Amerika. Hii si shida ya Rais William RUTO. Sasa wanamtupia mawe mtoto ya mwenyewe. Hata huyu William RUTO kwani yeye hapana mtoto ya mama?
Gachagua called on the Mount Kenya residents to support the Kenya Kwanza government, insisting that there are measures in place to make things better in future.
Naomba nyinyi tuelewe. Please. Watu wangu wa Nyandarua, watu ya Mlima Kenya. Hii serikali ni yetu. Nyinyi ndio mlichagua Rais William RUTO. Kama wengine watatupa mawe, msikuwe ya kwanza. Kwa sababu ukweli ni huo, that the problem is not in Kenya, it is everywhere. Na kwa hivyo hii shida itaisha. Na mimi ningetaka mkuwe na imani that the darkest hour is just before dawn.
Gachagua has also called on the government officials to be careful with their utterances on the cost of living and be considerate of Kenyans' pain.
Na ndio nilimwambia ndugu yangu jana Moses Kuria, nikamwambia wewe ni mtoto ya nyumbani, tutakuchapa kidogo tukikurudisha nyumba. Mwana hura wachoketi nako. Sababu alikuwa amesema tu watu wachibe visima. Sasa hata tukichiba hapa kuna kitu kitatoka. Hapa hakuna oil, hakuna chochote. Na Kuria ni mtoto wetu, na kwa hivyo mtoto wetu tukimwambia akisikia tunaendelea naye. Hakuna shida.
The second in command said the Kenya Kwanza government is right on track in delivering their promises.
Na ndio tumemwambia wafanyikazi wetu wote wa serikali, hata kukiwa na shida, ongelesha watu polepole. Ongelesha watu na heshima. Heshima si utumwa. Ongelesha watu waseme hapa iko shida, hii tutatatua, na mpatie watu hope. Tusiue watu roho ati ya kwamba mambo ni ngumu sana.
Brian Amwai, Lookuptv. Now, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, obtained orders from the High Court to freeze the accounts of former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu and his family in connection to the 588 million shillings tender scam. Now, EACC revealed through social media app X that it got orders to freeze accounts containing unexplained wealth amounting to nearly 3 billion shillings, pending the ongoing civil suit. Henry Tende now reports.
Graft cases against former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu continue to deepen. In the recent tribulations, Waititu and his family will see their wealth valued at 2 billion Kenya shillings frozen by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) in a purge on corruption against the former Kiambu governor. In a statement on its X account, formerly known as Twitter, EACC says it has obtained orders from the High Court freezing Ferdinand Waititu's family's unexplained wealth amounting to nearly 2 billion Kenya shillings, pending the ongoing civil suit seeking orders for forfeiture of the said assets to the state. In the ruling delivered on Thursday, the court determined that Waititu, his wife Susan Wangari Ndungu, alongside 10 other suspects, have a case to answer in a tender scam involving 588 million Kenya shillings. Waititu's was compounded by the Director of Public Prosecution DPP, who has recommended his prosecution together with his spouse and his daughter for embezzlement of public funds in Kiambu County. Waititu and his family are faced with 11 cases against them, including 1 count of conflict of interest, 3 counts of dealing with suspect property, 1 count of abuse of office, 1 count of failing to comply with procurement guidelines, 2 counts of fraudulent procurement practices, 1 count of irregular acquisition of public property, and 2 counts of money laundering. Waititu will mount his defense against the allegations in a hearing scheduled for 19th to 21st of March 2024. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
All right, away from that, in the last 1 week, 5 people have been killed and over 600 cattle stolen in a bandit attack in Samburu County. Now, leaders in the region have condemned the incidents, calling on the government to beef up security in the region. Mary Wasike now reports.
Tension is high in Samburu County following the rising insecurity that has led to the death of 5 people and the theft of 600 cattle in a span of a week. This comes as the constant conflict between Samburu and Baringo counties have led to continuous deadly bandit attacks. The residents have urged the government to speed up on implementing strategies that will tighten the security of the areas in order for peace to prevail.
Ni ile ufanisi ambaye ilifahamiwa jana ubanda ya ni hiyo ushungu inatuma sana kwa sababu tumepotesha watu wetu. Ungeomba tafadhali serikali yetu Bwana Kindiki, mahali popote ambapo unanisikisa, sisi kama wakazi wa Samburu sasa tumeamua kukaa na amani, hatuna mambo na vita. Tafadhali jaribu komesha wapokoto, aache watu yetu. Hiyo ndio kitu ambacho tunakuomba Bwana Kindiki.
The leaders in the region, fueled with rage, have condemned the bandit attacks that claimed lives. The Samburu women representative, Pauline Lenguris, accompanied by Samburu Senator Steve Lelegwe, have sensitized the communities on peaceful coexistence between Baringo and Samburu counties in order to save lives.
So every week we are burying people. Hapa mimi najua kiasi ya kina mama ambao wamepoteza wazee ni wengi.
Na kama kuna mahali serikali wangeweza kuongea na waliongea na watasema watatoa watu huko, bado majangili, bado watu wengi bado wanashughulika na kuiba na kuua watu hapa Samburu, na pia wanaua watu wa majirani yao ya kaunti zingine. Sisi kama viongozi tuko tayari kwa amani, na sisi kama viongozi tuko tayari watu waishi kwao, Wasamburu waishi kwetu hapa na wale wengine majirani yetu pia waishi huko.
Friday, Cabinet Secretary for Internal Security Kithure Kindiki toured Baringo County to assess the insecurity and assured residents that he has set up strategies to enhance security in the counties.
Our strategy is to prevent rustling. And number 2, in the unlikely event that cattle rustlers succeed, we must recover all the stolen livestock. And we have instructed members of National Government Administration who are working here together with our police officers to ensure that no livestock rustling take place.
Wairimo Wasike, Lookuptv.
Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has mourned the death of 8 security officers who were killed in Lamu County after the vehicle they were traveling in ran over an improvised explosive device at Bodei area along Lamu and Garissa border. Now, speaking in Nyandarua, where he attended the burial of Lieutenant General Jonah Mwangi's mother, Gachagua affirmed that the government has put in measures to tackle threats and insecurity in the country.
In Chief, to our generals and all those, the rank and file, thank you for your patriotism and commitment to protect our borders and to keep peace in our motherland. We want Waziri Duale and the generals to thank you for the way you are working with the Ministry of Interior to deal with our internal challenges in the North Rift and in parts of Lamu and Northern Kenya. We are indeed very, very, very grateful and indebted to our men and women in uniform for their patriotism and commitment to duty. And I want to request Kenyans to continue praying for our soldiers. Last week, we lost, I think, 8 in the course of duty. They have families, they have children, and these are people who have given their life to serve this country. Even as we pray for our leaders, for the president and for his government, let us remember to pray for our soldiers, our men and women in uniform who give their life to protect our borders and to ensure there is peace and security in this country so that we can all enjoy our life and continue to living our life without destruction.
Now, there was drama in Nakuru on Saturday morning after officials from the county government clashed with private developers who blocked a drainage system preventing the free flow of water. The private owner made claims that the government was going against a court order by infringing his, getting into his land, while the county officials stated that unblocking the drainage was in preparations for the El Nino rains, which had rendered roads impossible.
Bizarre morning in Milimani Estate, Nakuru County, as officials clashed with private developer who was up in arms against unblocking of drainage system in the area. Led by Acting County Secretary Samuel Mahura, the officials say they had received complaints from the residents who claimed the road was impassable when it rains.
Tunafungulia maji kwenda kwake, lakini si hatujaguza property yake. Tunafungua culverts ambazo ziko kwa njia ya maji na kwa barabara ya serikali ili wananchi wasifungue na hii maji. Kwa hivyo tumemwambia, amekuja na tukamwambia kwamba hatuguzi property yake, sisi tunafungua culvert ambazo.
The private developer sought to understand why the county officials were opening the culvert and an exchange ensued. The man, who declined to identify himself, accused the county officials of going against the directive of the tribunal.
I have not interfered with the road. I've only said, and please note this, I've only said that I have an order from court that stops you from channeling water to my property. We are not channeling water to your property.
Maura said the unblocking was part of preparations to mitigate the effects of looming El Nino rains by the county government.
Tumeweza kuangalia njia zote za maji ambazo ziko na mitaro ambazo ziko, na tumeweza tuko na program ya kusafisha mitaro zote ili maji yaweze kupita. Lakini of greater concern ambayo inatushtua sana ni kwamba Wakenya wameamua watachukua facilities za serikali ambazo ni public good wajifaidishe na kwa faida yao wenyewe. Hii ni kisa moja ambayo haiwezi kubalika. Ya kwamba hii njia ni njia ya pili, this is alternative route. Hii ndio bypass ambayo Nakuru inaweza tumika wakati main highway iko na shida.
Acting County Secretary Samuel Mahura informed the private developer that they were not in any way interfering with his property and were only working on the drainage and opening of the blocked culverts, noting that they had not been served with any court order. Aludagail, Nakuru County.
Now, the thyroid disease awareness in Kenya, in association with Barika Medical Centers, have launched a free medical camp in Hurlingham, Nairobi, to sensitize and create awareness on thyroid disease in the country.
Should be around 5,000.
Thyroid Cancer Awareness is championed this month. The Thyroid Disease Awareness in Kenya Foundation, in partnership with Barika Medical Center, has set up a medical camp to raise awareness to the public on the thyroid disease.
So I am Austin Omondi, running marketing at Barika Medical Center. So Barika is a level 4 facility located at Hurlingham Rose Avenue. So today we are glad to welcome you guys here. Basically what we are celebrating today is Thyroid Cancer Awareness Month, because this month is thyroid cancer. So we try to create awareness on thyroid cancer, and particularly on thyroid. So we understand that thyroid is a disease and not many people know. So we took it up to our initiative with the help of the Thyroid Association of Kenya.
CEO and founder of the foundation, Stella Katule, noted that the raising public awareness on the disease helps to inform and educate the general public on the need to get medical treatment.
Societal issue. Now, if you see what I mean, like it's a condition that does not affect the people with thyroid disease, but it also affects the caregivers, the people that are living around the people with thyroid disease. So we're talking about employers here, we're talking about people in schools, you know, that are able to realize that when students are not performing well, we just don't begin victimizing them by telling them they're using drugs or something. You know, it's something that you need to investigate further. So that's what it's awareness. And that's what we are doing.
On his side, Dr. Kevin Wambogu highlighted the signs, effects, and treatment of the thyroid disease, while encouraging the public to get screened early if they show any signs of the disease. That will go a long way in prevention and major complications.
Once it's swells, it's called a goiter. And so the doctor who sees you will evaluate why is the thyroid swelling. So the first thing, what is the work of the thyroid? So it is a gland in the body that produces hormones that makes your body work in a proper way. So its hormones interact with the other hormones of the body to make the body work well, and the other hormones are in sync for the body functions.
Trensaina, Lookuptv.
Pinyapara, Lookuptv.
All right, Koris Simoto says, watching from Ruiru. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Mogashi Manuel says, I have no idea what you're reacting to, but thank you so much for your feedback. We do want to take a short break here on Look Up Weekend. We'll be back in a few with more stories.
Realize your home ownership dream by investing in Brookvale Tuala, a magnificent prime residential property located in Ongata, Rongai. Brookvale Tuala by Safaricom Investment Cooperative overlooks the majestic Ngong Hills and lies only 24 kilometers from Nairobi CBD. The project boasts of well-serviced plots with a perimeter wall, graded roads and a borehole. 50 by 100 plots are going for 1.4 million shillings with a flexible payment plan of up to 6 months. To book your plot, call 0729 121212 today. Safaricom Investment Cooperative, the investment partner of choice.
We got good news for you. You have the opportunity to win up to 100,000 shillings cash money from Kuza Bees. It's easy to participate. Just open M-Pesa, Lipa na M-Pesa, account number 825454, account name right, Lookuptv, then deposit 99 shillings only. Remember, the more you participate, the more the chances of winning. Hurry now and be one of the winners of the Daily Cash Awards.
This game is BCLB licensed and is not open to persons under the age of 18 years. Play responsibly.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection, added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park, fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
Thank you for staying with us here on Lookuptv. Now, in the wake of severe drought, Isiolo and Samburu livestock farmers have been registered under a program that seeks to treat their animal and equip them with knowledge that will help sustain their animals in the midst of adverse climate changes.
Livestock keepers in Isiolo and Samburu counties have benefited from a program targeting to deworm and treat 300,000 livestock. The recently launched program aims at improving the health of the animals, some of which were emaciated as a result of the prolonged drought.
Nashukuru sana madaktari ambao wamekuja kutusaidia hapa Kisile. Kulingana na mfuko mbuzi. Kwa maana ametupea dawa ya mnyoa, ametupea dawa ya mwili ya mbuzi kwa sababu ugonjwa mingi.
Other news, Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru has launched a mega football tournament that will see 200 clubs compete for 1 million cash reward. The tournament, dubbed Governor Minji Cup, will run from October 1st to 10th December this year, when the final match will be played.
Governor's Football Cup will bring together more than 200 football clubs that will compete from the ward up to the county level, where around 5,000 youth will be actively involved.
10 football teams in each ward, comprising of 8 men's clubs and 2 women's clubs, will take part in the competition. Speaking during the launch under the theme Nurturing Talent for Livelihood, Waiguru said about 5,000 youth from the football clubs will compete from the ward up to the county level. Finally, education stakeholders have called for the need for families with deaf people to learn sign languages and interpretation. Speaking during celebrations to mark this year's International Deaf Awareness Day at Nyandarua School for the Deaf in Engineer Town, Nyandarua MP Faith Gitau, among other stakeholders, said sign language skills were necessary for all.
Leo hii niko Engineer School for the Deaf. Hii wiki yote ni ile wiki tunaangalia masilahi yao ya wale watu hawasikii, wale watu hawaongei na challenges zile wako nazo. Na leo hii nimekuja hapa na furahia sana kwa sababu at least hapa kwetu Nyandarua tuko na hii shule ya deaf.
Lookuptv, Janet Koech.
Let's get sporty tonight. Kenya Pool Billiard Federation has expressed hope in participating in the All Africa Blackball Pool Championship scheduled for October in South Africa. Now, the team, however, has cited lack of funds to facilitate their trip as their major challenge. Felix Solana had a conversation with the Kenya Pool Billiard Secretary General Doreen Wandia, and here is that particular report.
Kenya Pool Billiard Federation hopes to participate in All Africa Blackball Pool Championship scheduled for October in Joburg, South Africa. However, the federation has not been able to get the support from the ministry. According to the federation, the ministry stated that they are currently prioritizing Olympics, Commonwealth Games and World Championships. According to the Africa Deputy President and Kenya Secretary General for Pool Billiard Doreen Wandia, they are not giving up in their dreams of participating in the championship despite the lack of funds.
So bado hatuja give up na ministry kabisa. Next week tunapanga kutuma appeal ingine sababu labda maybe ministry ndio maybe hawajakuwa hawaoni kama sport yetu ni that important, but tunapanga kutuma appeal kuambia we are just as equally as important as the other sports that are taking part in the Olympics.
Doreen now urges the county governments, sponsors and well-wishers to come on board and assist in fulfilling the team's dream, as it is the only way to qualify for the 2024 Olympic Games.
Tutajaribu kupush county governments tuone kama wataweza kutusaidia pia na pia hata watu binafsi huko nje, kama mtu anaweza jitolea na roho yake kulipia player moja ama wawili, hivyo pia tutaendelea kusik assistance ndio angalau hii team this time ifike huko vizuri.
Felix Solana, Lookup Sports.
Thank you, Felix Solana, for that. Away from that, celebrated football team AFC Leopards' troubles have been consistent since the start of the 2023-2024 FKF Premier League. The team, under the guidance of head coach Tom Juma, have had a difficult time securing points and now face backlash from their fans, who are demanding for the immediate dismissal of the coach. Ruth Washeke gives us the details.
AFC Leopards have had a less impressive performance, recording a barren draw in their season opener against Talanta FC. The Leopards then suffered a 1-0 loss to KCB in their second game, which later on led to a 0-0 draw with Mohoroni Youth, ruining their FKF 2023-2024 season form. Leopards head coach Tom Juma joined the team in 2017 as an assistant coach, scaling up over the years, and in July this year he took up his current role following the departure of Patrick Osims, the club's former coach. With the team seeming to lose the title chase in every match, fans have strongly expressed their frustrations, calling on the board to have Juma sacked as they lack faith in the system. However, the move seems to be opposed by AFC Leopards National Executive Committee after a statement declaring their confidence in the leadership of the technical bench, which is equipped to guide them to victory.
The last minute, and that's why we conceded. So football is played for 90 minutes, not 88 or 89 minutes. But always after a game, there is another game, so we have to again reorganize ourselves and prepare for our next match.
As of now, Juma remains under immense pressure to prove himself to the fans who have endured several seasons without the league title. Reporting for Lookup Sports, I'm Ruth Washeke.
Right, now just one more here. AFC Leopards and Kenya Police shared spoils in the FKF Premier League title race after a 2-2 draw encounter at the Kasarani Complex. Now Tusker FC registered their second win after a 1-0 victory against Mohoroni Youth at Ruaraka Grounds. In another fixture, Shaban FC suffered their second loss of the season to Kariobangi Sharks after a 1-0 defeat. Those are the FKF PL results as far as sport is concerned. On behalf of everyone that made this one a success tonight, I do want to thank you so much for watching. My name is Brian Amuai. Do have yourselves a lovely night. Sign language interpreter tonight has been Philista Adundo. Good night. Let's do this again tomorrow on Lookup Weekend.